Hi, I'm Claire Harris and I'm here to talk to you about Workwise English Quizzes. Now this video is for students, but this video is not for students, it's for teachers, trainers, librarians. I just want to tell you a little bit about how the quizzes work. The history of these quizzes is that teachers told me how much their students enjoyed the quizzes in this book, Workwise English Puzzles, and I wondered if I could make a book of just quizzes. And then I thought, why not keep the Workwise English concept, the English with a Workwise flavour, but offer the quizzes as a slideshow to be played on a big screen so that you can use them as a kind of quiz night game show experience for students with a countdown timer to give that sense of urgency and fun. Now, I know if you're a teacher, you've probably created things like this yourself before, but everything takes time, and really, who has time nowadays? Of course, there are also some wonderful quiz apps, but for students who aren't quite ready for that, this offers a classroom alternative with just 3 answer options to read. And if there's a spare screen in your library or lunchroom or foyer, you could play the quizzes on loop and have some incidental English learning happening as people walk past or wait in line. So now let's take a look at the quizzes. First, the front cover and then an introductory slide explaining how the quizzes work. And very soon we'll move to the first slide, which has a 20-second timer. You'll obviously take much less time to read it. However, for students, 20 seconds seems about right for them to read and discuss with each other. Maybe teams could decide, what do you think? I think C, our group thinks C, no, our group thinks A. Or somebody could run to the front and bing, bing, there's the timer. Now you see the answer. So it's really up to you how you work it. And of course, you can also stop the video if there's a call for more time, or if students are really slow, perhaps you could get a good reader to be the quiz host and read out the questions. So we're going to hear the bell again in a minute. If you are in a library, you might want to turn the sound down. And you'll see there are different kinds of questions, vocabulary, grammar, idiom, a few Aussie English questions. About a third of the questions are quite easy, so students get the feeling of, oh, I can do this. Another third, I'd say, would be a bit more challenging, needing some discussion, and another third, quite challenging and probably involving some new language learning. And I hope all of the language is going to be useful, whether or not students really are in work or job seeking. I'm not going to make you watch right through a quiz, because what you should also have is a set of teacher notes which have some suggestions for using the quizzes, but also have, and I hope you can see this, the text of each quiz and then the possible answers and the correct answer. So this is not obviously for students, it's just for you, so you know what's coming up next. Levels. The first 10 quizzes, 2A to 2J, are level 2, that's pre-intermediate, and then the next 10 are level 3, which is intermediate. And you may ask, what happened to level 1? Well, level 0 and 1 are still coming. There are sample quizzes on YouTube to give teachers a feel for whether the levels are right for their learners, and I think you'll also find that you can use the level 2 quizzes with intermediate learners and they'll still have a few challenges. So one quiz takes just over 10 minutes for the 20 questions to play. So it's a nice little filler activity, maybe at the start of class or as a break to get some teamwork happening, whatever works for you. And then how you follow up probably depends on student success rate. So you might want to go back and look at any questions where everybody got them wrong. You could get students who got the questions right to give a mini lesson, helping others. You could get students to do some research themselves to find out what went wrong. Of course, you probably already have students recording new vocabulary, new idioms, so however you follow up with that. And one thing that students did ask for is to have the quiz played again, perhaps a week later, so they can see if they would now get 100%. So I hope that's given you a bit of insight into how these quizzes work, and most of all, I hope your learners enjoy them as a little extra something in their language learning. Thanks.